Hello viewers, welcome to Ekam Academy. So we are going to discuss about one particular rebel group which is so much in news for last 2 months. So guess who is that particular rebel group? It is Houthis. So Houthis are so much in news because of different reasons. So first, they are having some attacks on Red Sea and they're crossing some barriers to global trade. Second reason is now US has targeted Houthi rebels and they're asking India's help in attacking them also. And some operations are also launched to tackle them at the global level. So why these people are rebelling against and against whom they're rebelling and from the which particular place they're operating, all these things we are going to discuss as part of this video. So stay tuned till the end. So what we are going to discuss is, we are going to discuss about a rebel group that is based in Yemen. Okay, so what is the history of these people? Okay, so they belong to Shia sect. Okay, so Shias or minority Muslims, among Sunni and Shia. So majority of the people are belonging to Sunnis in the pockets of Saudi Arabia, UAE and all the countries, and Iran is backing Shia. Okay, so here Sunni dominated people are there. Okay, so what is the conflict then? So when this Yemen, okay, so it from 1990s almost till 2012, almost for 2 to 3 decades you can say. So one person, Saleh, he has ruled this particular Yemen. Okay, so then what happened? So he, as part of his rule, so he promoted Wahhabism. Wahhabism is nothing but it is a sect, it is type of ideological thing followed by Sunni based Muslims. So when this was promoted, then Shia Houthis, who belongs to this Shia based sect, they thought that this is a confrontation for their ideology and they thought that they may wipe completely Shia based Houthis from this particular land of Yemen. So in this way they started rebelling against Yemenis government, and what happened? They started controlling this capital Sana'a. Means then the person who is ruling Yemen, he left off this particular place and he has taken the help of Saudi Arabia and he approached some other countries for help and to restore the government. Okay, most of the people and they are living under this control of Houthi rebels. Then what is the issue for the entire world? Then what happened? This Houthi rebels, almost from 2012, this Yemenis crisis is happening. Okay, so from then it happened, and later now Israel and Palestine issue is happening. Okay, so in Israel is a Jewish dominated state and Palestine is a Islamic state. Okay, so which is asking for independence. So this Houthi rebels, they're asking or they're helping these Palestinian people in their liberation. Okay, so for this what they're doing, they're targeting Israel based ships. Okay, so it started there. Okay, so when they started attacking Israel, so US has come into picture. Okay, so there are some power equations in this part of West Asia. All this we are going to discuss further. So here what happened, why it is in news, who are the Houthis also, and we are going to discuss what is the regional dynamics. Okay, so which group is supporting which particular sect and all, and what are the factors that are contributing to present crisis, and what are the concerns for global trade, what is the implication for the region, what is meant by this Operation Prosperity Guardian and all. So this forms part of GS paper 2. Okay, so here we are going to discuss this because US military has launched another missile attack against this Houthi rebels in Yemen. So who are these people? As I told you, they belong to a rebel group in Yemen. Okay, so Zaidi sect of Shia Muslims. Okay, so in Shia there is a separate sect called Zaidi, so they belong to them. So this they have been fighting a civil war since 2013 with Yemenis government, and they were named after a tribe who follow this, as I have told you, and then they are operating from the official capital Sana'a. Okay, now capital of actual government, okay, so which was replaced by this persons, have been operating from Aden. Aden is also a city in Yemen. So what is the main thing is, these people are getting the support from Iran because Iran is also a Shia dominated country. So Iran is supporting, and on the other hand Yemenis government is getting the support of Saudi Arabia and Western blocs like US and all. This is the main thing. So this notable groups, okay, they're considered as axis of resistance. Axis of resistance means against Israel in anti-West. Okay, so this is a political association, you can say, informal organization mainly formed by which groups? Hezbollah, Hamas from Palestine, Hezbollah is from Lebanon, and this Houthi rebels from Yemen. So these three, if you have seen, they belong to Islamic sects and they belong to Shiite, and they wanted to reduce the dominance of Israel and West in the Western Asian countries. That is what the main objective. So in Yemen, Houthis are fighting against this Sunni-led, internationally recognized Yemenis government, and this government is getting the support of Saudi Arabia and UAE. Okay. So here you have to understand, simple thing is Houthi rebels, they're backing by Iran, okay, and they're operating from Sana'a, that is official capital. Yemenis government is getting the support from Saudi, US, UK and other countries, okay. So all these countries are supporting. Then what is the issue, okay? So what is a global issue? Why this issue has become a global issue means, so here you know, this Yemen is located at a strategic position, okay. So you know, most of the trade from the European countries, okay, even if you in the recent times, you know, we are importing more oil from Russia after Russia-Ukraine war, because almost all the European countries have boycotted Russia and they're not taking Russian oil. So India is getting Russian oil at a very subsidized rates also. So if you want to import this Russian oil also, we are using this route of Suez Canal, Red Sea, and then it is going through Arabian Sea and reaching Indian coast. But what happened? These Houthi rebels, they are attacking in this area of Red Sea, okay, because they're having the capital Sana'a here, okay, and they're having advantage and they're monitoring the ships going on, and they're launching attacks especially based on US ships and Israel based ships, okay. So this is what you have to keep in mind. So what is the regional rivalries? As I told you, Houthis, Iran backed Houthis and Saudi Arabia supported Yemenis government, okay, and Israel and Hamas war. This is also the main trigger for this issue, okay. Then what is the background? Houthis started attacking on shipping lines, especially based on Israel based ships, because Israel is attacking Hamas, okay, in retaliation to Palestine attacks on Israel. In that way, that conflict started. So Hamas is also an Islamic organization which is fighting for Palestinian liberation. So in support of Hamas, so these people started attacking on Israel based ships. In that way, this attack started. So then what happened? If this route is is under tension, or it is not feasible to send whatever the ships we want and the trade we wanted to do through this route, what is the alternate route? It has to pass through this Cape of Good Hope and it has to reach. That means distance is increasing, the cost of fuel will increase, and the time to travel also will increase. That means cost of imports also, okay, to India and other countries will increase. That means there will be an impact on the economy also. If cost of imports increase and exports doesn't increase in the same pattern, then it can lead to trade deficit also, okay. So these are the issues which every country is almost facing in the recent times. Now, what are the factors contributing to this thing, okay? So modern weaponry concerns, because now it is not a regional issue, it has turned to be a global issue, because major powers like US, UK are also entering into the picture. Then state support and missile proliferation. State support means countries like Saudi Arabia, US, and all these are supporting directly by the government itself, okay. So against this, and they're using missiles. Saudi Arabia and UAE is non-participation. In the beginning, Saudi Arabia was forced to enter, but now it has stopped intervening into this issue. That is also causing one concern. And global division on maritime security, okay. So because this Red Sea route is very important for both Europe and Asian countries, so there is a division on maritime security, who have to monitor and all. So this is one reasons why it happened. Next, what are the concerns for global trade? Impact on world trade, okay, because as I told you, if this route is blocked, then we have to sail through Cape of Good Hope, which is increasing the cost of trade. So that is alternative routes are very longer and it is not advisable also. And risk of military escalation in the Middle East. If many countries join the war, then military escalation will result, it will be out of this in the Middle East, and it will result in global tensions. Then impact on Suez Canal route also, because Egypt is relying on the Suez Canal, because it passes through Egypt, and Egypt is collecting the fee for the ships which are passing through Suez Canal route. So it will have an impact on Egypt as well. Short-term supply chain threats also, okay. So supply chain to other countries also gets impacted if this trade is blocked. Then what is the implication for the West Asian region? risks of wider conflict. If many countries join, it becomes a bigger conflict. And impact on Yemeni's peace negotiations, because now United Nations and Oman, you can see Oman is on the neighboring side. This is Yemen and this is Oman you have, okay. So these two countries, because if there is unrest in Yemen, it will definitely impact Oman also. So UN and Oman are trying to bring peace negotiations in Yemen. They wanted to settle this agreement between Houthis and the Yemeni government. So that will also get impacted. Then what is the impact on India? Agricultural commodities which we are importing from European countries will get impacted. It will impact our oil and petroleum trade, and also costlier exports to US. If you want to export, it will take a long route and it will increase the cost of export also. So you can see what India is doing is, India is trying to use this route, okay. So instead of using this Suez Canal route, where we have to pass through this Houthi rebel based region, if you use this route, okay, this Ben Gurion Canal, this is getting constructed. If this route passes, and you can see here Gulf of Aqaba, okay, from this you can get this to Arabian Sea, okay. So here you have Oman. Here only you don't have Yemen based land here, so it will pass through this route. This is the alternative route which is being explored by India to traverse this particular conflict region. What are the measures that India can adopt? Joint Maritime Security Initiative means it can jointly launch some security initiatives with other countries to restore security in terms of maritime things with respect to other countries, or it can deploy surveillance systems, or it can also suggest alternative trade routes as I have shown you, or we can also maintain buffer stocks of essential things which are getting imported or exported through this region. Then what is Operation Prosperity Guardian? This is an operation launched by US, okay. So other countries like UK, France, all these countries are joining. So to ensure maritime security, because when Houthi rebels are attacking, especially in Red Sea and Bab el-Mandeb region, so Operation Prosperity Guardian was launched by US, okay, to ensure maritime security. So what is the conclusion? So definitely until this attack stops, there will be an impact on supply chain disruptions. So there will be an impact on economy also, global economy as well as Indian economy also. So we have to wait for other countries to respond and how they are going to take care about maritime security, and India will be there at the forefront to ensure that maritime security will be safeguarded, okay. Let's expect that will happen sooner. Then what is a PYQ based, okay, question related to this theme? Which one of the following countries of Southwest Asia does not open into Mediterranean Sea, okay? So which is not having boundary with Mediterranean Sea? This was the question asked in 2015. Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Israel. Answer is which country? Answer is Jordan, okay. So this country doesn't have any boundary with. Next, what is a prelims question for practice? Mediterranean Sea is a border of which of the following countries? Okay, Jordan, Iraq, Lebanon and Syria. So this is also a question related to Mediterranean Sea. Answer in the comment section which of the following countries is having boundary here with Mediterranean Sea. Okay, so these questions, if you see, Mediterranean Sea and West Asia are the favorite areas of UPSC because most of the conflicts are happening in this region. Whenever there is an area of conflict, UPSC focuses there related to mapping based questions, and also be thorough with these areas. Okay, Israel, Palestine in the recent times, and now Red Sea region, okay, especially Yemen and Houthis, wherever they're operating, those regions will be very important for upcoming prelims. Focus on those areas. Then question for mains, examine geopolitical challenges in Red Sea, focusing on recent events impacting international trade, discuss the implications and suggest strategies for safeguarding maritime security and global commerce. So you have to write what is the issue, that why Red Sea trade is in trouble. So you have to examine, you have to discuss in detail what can be done to ensure maritime security and all. So this has to be written in this answer. So as we have come to the end of the video, we have discussed who are Houthi rebels, so from where they're operating, what is their main motive, what is the reason for this crisis, what are the measures taken by the global countries as part of maritime security initiative, and we also have seen what are the implications on India and what India can do from its side, and also we have seen Operation Prosperity Guardian at the end. Okay, so this is all we have discussed in this video. So stay tuned for next videos. Thank you.